Hi, welcome to this video on the top 8 best books for investing. If you're like many wise people, you're constantly searching for good investing books. A book that outlines the full spectrum of investment choices from stocks and bonds to real estate, fine art, and cryptocurrencies. These could be a good place to start. You could wish to focus on a particular investing field or gain an understanding of how financial experts think about investing and money. We have addressed every topic in this video, beginning with the finest investment book overall. Number 8, The Joys of Compounding, The Passionate Pursuit of Lifelong Learning. You crawl before you can walk. Committing to being a lifelong student can help you understand compounding before investing. One of the most potent forces in the world, according to Gautam Baid, fund manager of Stellar Wealth Partners India Fund, compounding is the act of investing in assets' earnings, whether they come from capital gains or interest, to produce greater earnings over time. Baid's is unquestionably the finest book overall on our list, not just for new investors who have a long time to perfect their compounding and investment strategies, but for all investors. The fact that this book is more than a thorough examination of investment and compounding is remarkable. Because Baid thinks that developing these higher level qualities and behaviors would help you become a better investor, it also teaches you how to become a better person overall. Number 7, The Bond King. I'm Still Standing, Bond King Bill Gross in the PIMCO Express, the subject's self-published autobiography, is available in addition to Mary Child's The Bond King. The investment management company PIMCO's pioneering bond trader Gross is portrayed as intelligent and visionary in Child's authoritative and compelling book. By creating a market for trading bonds, he invented a new way to invest. He also strikes me as a temperamental boss who was quite verbally abusive to his employees, so much so that several of them avoided going by his office to avoid coming into contact with him. After many years, many employees left the company, including economist Mohammed Al-Iran, PIMCO's former co-CEO and co-CIO, whom Gross had hired from Harvard Management Co. as his ultimate successor. As a result, Gross was compelled to leave the business he helped build. Childs walks readers through the subprime mortgage crisis in which many Americans lost their homes as a result of predatory lending practices, and is a co-host of NPR's Planet Money podcast. She has also written for Barron's, The Financial Times, and Bloomberg News. Many top federal and banking officials at the time had Gross's number on the fast dial because they appreciated his insight and influence. Early on, Gross gained experience with strategy by being a successful card counter while playing blackjack at numerous Las Vegas casinos. He used the same limit-pushing approach to the bond market, earning the nickname Bond King from Fortune in 2002. He was the darling of the financial press in those days, radiating from magazine covers, appearing on CNBC, and being in high demand as a speaker at industry events. Number 6, Best Book About Value Investing, The Intelligent Investor. The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham is the best book on value investing. Its most important lesson is don't lose. Of course, it's easier said than done, but read on. This book, which was first published in 1949 and is still in print today, provides investors of all levels with the fundamentals of value investing, which is the practice of purchasing stocks of high-quality companies whose value is undervalued. The act is comparable to receiving a discount on a high-quality piece of furniture. The most recent update was made in 2006. Investment versus speculative investing, investor in inflation, general portfolio management techniques, stock selection for both aggressive and conservative investors, company comparisons, and many other topics are covered in this book. Wall Street Journal columnist Jason Zweig supplied commentary with current examples after each chapter to help the book maintain its relevancy. The 4th edition's prologue was written by Berkshire Hathaway chairman and CEO Warren Buffett, who stated, "I read the first version of this book in early 1950 when I was 19. At the time, I considered it to be by far the best book on investing, and I still believe it to be." Number 5, Best Book on Investments Helping Society, Patient Capital. Society's most difficult issues, including those relating to the environment, reviving aging infrastructure in both developed and developing countries, national security, and the need for innovation to spur economic growth, resist simple fixes. The writers of this book use the wealth of the Rockefeller family as an illustration of the application of patient capital. The family's massive interests were founded by patriarch John D. Rockefeller, who invested $4,000 in the oil refinery Standard Oil. Long-term capital enabled the emergence of Eastern Airlines, a carve-out from General Motors, the military contractor McDonnell Aircraft Corp., which eventually merged into Boeing Co., the development of tourism and conservation in the U.S. Virgin Islands, including the construction of the upscale and environmentally friendly Kinneil Bay Resort on St. John Island, and crucial funding for the expatriate community. These developments were led by his grandchildren 2 generations later, in particular Lawrence. Number 4. Best book about investing gone awry, The Billionaire's Apprentice. This thriller-style book on how investing went bad includes the following topics: the swift ascent of the South Asian diaspora and its communities in significant business and professions, the increase in South Asian immigration to the U.S. after 1965 when immigration regulations were loosened. Their failure resulted in both of them receiving prison sentences due to convictions for insider trading. Rajaratnam is referred to as the King of Wealth and Gupta as the King of Thought by author Anita Raghavan. Gupta, who is 10 years older than Rajaratnam and holds the title, was drawn to the opportunity to become a billionaire after working for a consulting firm for 3 decades and earning millions of dollars every year. Some journalists bemoaned the men's downfall at the time of their arrest, saying it reflected poorly on the South Asian community, which was on the rise and was prosecuted by Preet Bharara, an Indian-born U.S. attorney at the time for the Southern District of New York. Number 3. Best book on day trading, The Ultimate Day Trader. The author who founded the investment company Bernstein Investments, Inc., is the author of 35 books, including The Complete Day Trader on trading, investing, investor psychology, and economic forecasting. To guide the reader through day trading markets and methods, gap day trading, volume spikes, and their use in day trading, the significance of the structure, exit strategy, and the 10 cardinal rules of day trading, Bernstein uses his straightforward, understandable writing style and punctuates it with charts and graphs. One of his criteria is to conduct your research, be consistent, stay away from stocks or futures markets that scare you, and be ready and willing to make huge moves, since that's how you make money. Bernstein concludes by requesting your candidacy for the role of a day trader. Can you accept your mistakes and move on? If so, start now. Number 2. Best on the thinking behind money and investing, The Psychology of Money. This light read takes the reader on a journey through 19 condensed chapters that explain the behavioral psychology that surrounds money and the often peculiar ways that individuals think about it before offering advice on how to improve one's financial situation. As an illustration, the author Morgan Housel advises maintaining one's money as opposed to acquiring more. He uses the life and career of Warren Buffett, the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, who notoriously shuns the modern trappings of riches and has been investing since he was a young child, to demonstrate his point. According to Housel, having money is a goal because it gives people the flexibility to make decisions that will make them happy. We disagree with Housel in one particular area. He believes the aforementioned The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham is out of date and useless for investors today. The remainder of his counsel, though, is great. And finally, number 1, Best Investing How-To Book, the only investment guide you'll ever need. The Los Angeles Times said that Andrew Tobias's 1978 investment book, which has since been revised numerous times, including in 2022, lives up to its brazen title. This best-selling author discusses the economic impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as how taxpayers and investors fared under the Trump administration and others before it in the most recent iteration. Stocks, bonds, these include savings, municipal, corporate, convertible, zero coupon, mutual funds, U.S. Treasury bills, exchange-traded funds, also known as ETFs, and various retirement accounts are just a few of the investment instruments that Tobias walks readers through in his book with knowledge and wit. He also discusses identifying and working with brokers as well as tax planning tactics. Did you like this video? Give your valuable feedback in our comment section below. Leave a comment with your all-time favorite books for investing. And lastly, be sure to subscribe to our channel to learn more on financial education and economics. Thank you.